I'm going to tell you guys what is literally the worst thing that has ever happened to me. We were in Eternal Palace tonight. We killed a couple of bosses on Heroic. And after the raid ends, my raid leader messages me and he's like, "Hey man, you got a couple of minutes to speak?" And I was like, I was going to go play Fortnite, but whatever. So I was like, sure. I whispered him back. I was like, sure, whatever. Let's get in Discord. So he pulls me into like the officer chat in Discord and he's all like, "Hey Kevin, your DPS is really low compared to everybody else. Can you maybe take the weekend and go through the logs and see what's up?" I was like, are you serious? Like, I show up to your raid. I eat the food that you provide with the feast. I take the flask out of the cauldron that you throw down. Well, what more do you expect me to do? Like, I'm doing everything that is expected of me. I eat the free food, I take the free flask, and I DPS. What do you want? So, even though this dude has the balls and the audacity to call me out like that, what we're going to do today because of that is I'm going to show you guys how to prove your dumb raid leader, because this guy's a dummy. I'm going to prove to him that he is in the wrong, because my parse log comp thing is fine. It's clearly not me that's the problem, and I'm going to show you guys how to prove this. So we'll start with his precious logs, because that's what he always goes to. Hey guys, you can glean a whole lot of information about the logs if you know how to read them. If you need help, just ask me. Okay, we'll look at your dumb logs. First of all, ignore logs, okay? Logs are worthless. There are too many different colors on the screen, too many graphs, too many numbers. None of it makes sense. Parse, not even a word. Not even a word in the English language. Even if it was a word, though, it doesn't even make sense. Like, it's just a number, and you expect me as a functioning adult to do simple math and figure out, okay, if I parse like a 20 on a boss, which is a high number. I mean, it's not like a 10 or a 5. That, like, carry the 1 plus 5 divided by 2. That 80% of the people that are playing the same class and spec as me are doing better. Like, that makes my brain hurt. It just doesn't even make sense. Okay? And it doesn't even matter, because it's not me and my rotation and my spells that are messing up. It's the healers. If the healers would heal me and I wouldn't die to the mechanics in the game, then I could do more damage. Duh. Like, how do you not understand that as a raid leader? That if your healers aren't healing you and you die, there's a problem. And see, the reason why I have problems with mechanics is because a dumb raid leader is all like, "Hey guys, you should really know all the mechanics for the fight. I'll try to call out as many as I can, but sometimes there's a lot of stuff going on." Like, dude, that's your job. If you expect me to DPS and kill the boss, then I expect you as a raid leader to do your job, whether it's tanking or healing or, DPSing plus calling everything out, plus analyzing logs and dealing with the administrative side of running a guild or a raid group. I mean, they're basically the same thing. So I don't know why he expects me to know each and every mechanic for a fight when he can just call out everything to do nonstop for hours at a time. Like, what's the problem with that? Okay? Why should I know him when he already knows them? So we've already seen logs are worthless. And obviously, my rotation isn't an issue, and we can prove that. We can go to websites that will look at your rotation, and I can show you right here that I am doing everything perfectly fine, no issue whatsoever, okay? And even if I'm not putting out damage because I know my rotation's great, I know the logs say that everything's good, it's a gear issue. I mean, there's so many stats, and how are you supposed to know what stat is best for your character? How are you supposed to know what you should be going for? How are you supposed to know all this stuff? It's not me that's the problem. It's the game that's the problem. Okay? I don't know why he thinks that I'm supposed to magically fix something when it's a gear issue. Okay? And when I do get the gear, the problem is my weak ores and my add-ons continue to mess up. I don't know what the deal is. It's something with a patch or the curse client or something, but it's simply not updating. And I just don't understand how for years we played, with no add-ons, and now we have add-ons, and the raid leader expects me to perform Like, I don't require add-ons to do simple things like move left to right and soak mechanics. None of this makes sense. It's not my problem. It's not my fault. This guy needs to get off of my back and find somebody else to pick on, because I'm not the issue as a DPSer. It's somebody else's problem.